Alright everybody, we're coming at you with another review on a knife that was sent to us from KEXMO. Now if you look in the description, there will be a link to go over to get one of these at their Amazon page. Right now they're $29.99 and there is an option to click a $5 coupon as well with this. So if you're interested in getting one of these after you see the review, be sure to click that link below and head over there to check one out. Hey, I want to thank Doom Crew Outdoors. Look at this cigar. I got to smoke this thing this week. Haven't smoked one in a long time, so we're gonna try to give that a whirl. Me and my boy. Of course, my wife made a slip for my 1965 through 69 toothpick. Got Big J there in it, so she's wanting to get into that. So I supported her and went and got her a bunch of stuff, and we're off to the races. So let's look at this box. As you guys know, I'm a box junkie, and the box honestly isn't the best. Not gonna lie. Here it tells you can EDC, outdoor, gift, or survival. We could do without that. We kind of all know this stuff in the first place. Now the back kind of got me. I don't know. We got the barcode here, and let's see if I can get her to come in pretty good for you guys. But KEXMO folding .D women B lac new made in China. So I'm not sure what all that is supposed to mean or anything. Then again, we got made in China here on the end. Just your basic box. Not very impressed on the box itself, but it is what it is. I guess this is SW05 BBW. So I don't know. Let's rip into her and see what we got, fellas. Okay, now I have looked at this. I did take it to work one day. Comes like this. So here we got a black wash blade. We got a deep pocket carry clip. It is reversible. We have a lanyard hole as well here. And then if we look, she's dead center right down the middle. Strike 3 as Richter would call it. We've got open construction, steel liners, and some black G10. Now it does look like you can adjust your pivot, and it is with some Torx construction here. So just your basic knife. Blade shape, we got a nice spear point blade here. We got a swedge on the back. We got some jimping up here. And the best thing about this knife is that you can choke up if you want to. I do like the feature of that, being able to choke up on a knife, because it really helps you when you're cutting to be able to really get into stuff. Now, one thing I noticed when I picked this up, and Boston Blade Reviews also got one of these, and you guys know that he's my partner on Happy Hour live chat and whatnot, but he says very similar to the Elementum. And we have an Elementum right here. Green canvas micarta. You can choke up a little bit. We got the jimping in the back. More of a, well, this is a hollow grind, so it does slice pretty good. But let's just look at these kind of together. Basically the same length. Look like these things are made in the same factory. I don't know for sure. You know, I just know that this one here, you know, you do have some finger grooves, so it is pretty ergonomic, and you can choke up on it. I'm not a fan of the stonewash blade. I don't even feel like, I don't know what coating this is. It feels like slick paint, honestly. I'd rather just have just a knife like this. Uncoated blade. This is D2. This is D2. So, and we even look, you know, it's just so similar in style. And I don't know if Civivi makes one that's very similar to this or not, but she is similar. Now this thing right here, it I think they advertise the blade as 2.99 inches. You know, it's a 6.99 inches overall, and it got a weight of 3.65 ounces. And you know, that D2 blade, it is hardened to 58 through 61 HRC, so that's the specs as far as that goes. Probably could do without this up here to make it a little more, I don't know. That, to me, that's kind of unnecessary. Seems like the blade could be designed a little bit better. I don't know if they're doing it for beefiness. I just don't know. We'll look at that compared to, I mean, these knives are pretty similar, guys. Very, very similar. Now, this knife, again, like I said, $29.99, reversible pocket clip. That's one thing that the Elementum does not offer. You know, it does have the lanyard hole in the same spot. This one's got some jimping on the lanyard hole, where this one does not. So I don't know. $29.99 versus this knife right here is going to be, I think, $52. So you're in a situation where, you know, do I buy this because I need something right now? If that's the case, buy it. You need it now. Maybe you put it in your truck. Maybe you need it for work and you don't want to spend over 50 bucks. Then get this. If you can hold out and get the extra 20, 25 bucks, get this. You know, matter of fact, let's just do a weight comparison on this while we have these out. I'm a big fan of kind of weighing these things to see how they come in, and of course the dogs are barking. So the Elementum, 2.7 ounces. This knife right here is going to be pretty, you know, 3.75. So we're looking at a full ounce heavier on the KEXMO. But the blade, you know, you do have a beefier blade. There is no blade play. One thing I noticed about this knife is you really need to flip it open to get it to lock up tight. Because if you just, you know, mess around with it, it doesn't lock very solid. And if you look in there, you can see where they've, I don't know if you'll be able to see this on the camera. Let's see if I can get her to focus. But you can actually see where it was ground down there and it's missing the coating / paint on that. So they could have finished this a little better as well. But, you know, if you look there, you can see it good. You see how it's just kind of ground at a pretty harsh angle. You know, I'm not a fan of that at all. Because if I'm using this outside and you're torquing on something, you don't want that to break free. Whereas this one, I don't know, there's just, the Elementum, it just seems to open a lot smoother and kind of lock up hard no matter what. Now I believe it says this right here is also has a, you know, ceramic ball bearing inside. I don't know if that's true or not. Haven't taken it apart, and I really didn't want to do that for the video. So, but again, you know, $29.99 with a $5 coupon. Gonna put you around 25 bucks, probably with shipping, maybe 30. This right here is gonna be 52. So I don't know, it's your decision. Or you just go super cheap and go to Walmart and get an Ozark Trail assisted opener for under $8. So that's the kind of decision that you run into with this, with the budget stuff, you know. And I'll pull it out here so everyone can see it. You know, this knife right here is under $8. Solid lock up. Just you can open it a couple of different ways. But you're going to get better steel with this, you know, if that is truly D2. So let's just look here and let's see how sharp she came. I mean, that's impressive. I like that, because if you know, if you're paying for a knife, you definitely want it to come to where you can, it's usable. This has got my edge on it. So, I mean, this is sharp. You could probably strop that and get it a little bit keener of an edge. Or you can just use it as it is. I'm sure it'll cut hair the way it is. But I'm not a fan of how they finished. I'm not a fan of this. I mean, that's a steep angle. And you really, you know, you barely touch that if it's barely locked up. And it's, so if you've got this in your hand and you're torquing on something and say your hand just kind of pulls or moves out the right way, it's gonna come close on you. So I would work on finishing that a little better. That would be my advice. I do like the deep pocket carry clip, and I like the option to put it on both sides. So yeah, that's a review, guys. Hey, be sure to join Happy Hour live chat every Sunday, 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central. We have tons of giveaway items on there. And also remember, the link, the Amazon link, will be in my description for this knife right here. So If you want to go over and check it out and give it a whirl, go for it. All right, guys, stay sharp and stay strong out there.